on. Okay. Hello.
Oh.
We just it needed to load for a second. This is episode 2 now.
Yeah. We're plugged into the computer because Renault doesn't have any morals.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, you wanted to be plugged into the computer because you wanted to have your own microphone.
That's true.
I wasn't too...
I bought this on sale, Renault.
Yeah. You're great. Man, so how are you feeling?
Well, I got a third one going, a third watch.
That's good.
So
we're coming off of a abysmal loss to.
Oh my God! And then half of them retired. Like a bunch of them retired.
Jason Kelsey. So far, I only know Jason. Did Moore retire?
Yeah, Brandon Graham retired.
Brandon Graham retired. He retired. They retired.
They're like, bro, I'm done. But they won the Super Bowl team.
Yeah.
So
I was about to say. So it's kind of like warranted. They've been around for a while.
They're not really like mad. They're more so just like tired.
Yeah, I feel that. So they're just not putting up with it anymore. It sounds.
Yeah, they're calling it a career. That's what you say. You call it a career. You don't call it a comeback, but you do call it a career.
Okay. Well, hopefully this is the kick in the pants that the Eagles need to. Somebody was like, you got to bullet the team up, get a new coach, and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, they got to get a new coach, which is crazy because it's only Sirianni's like third year. So
I feel like it doesn't have to do with just Sirianni, though. I feel like the defensive coordinator also needs a little bit of a rebuild.
Play calling has been terrible.
Oh, the play calling's been terrible. It's been awful. I don't disagree with that. We definitely just from what little I saw, because I didn't need to see anymore, man.
I was really upset with our defense. Our defense yesterday was just trash.
We were getting walked through. It was very bad.
And
that's it too. Like we don't get like another game. Like that was a wild card. So like
what's crazy is Matt Patricia is the defensive coordinator, and he was really good in New England. And ever since he left New England, he's been really bad. He used to coach. He was the head coach of the Lions, and ever since he left New England, because even when he was the head coach of the Lions, he was terrible then too. Like they didn't really win any games or do anything mesmerizing or groundbreaking. I didn't even know he was employed by us. So I would definitely get rid of him in the offseason. And they gave Shane Steichen his own head coaching job. So we're not going to get him back.
I'd give Nick another chance. I'd give him another chance. I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's entirely his fault. I think.
And then Jalen dislocated his finger, which I thought played a role yesterday too.
I feel like that might have done something. They said he popped it back in himself, though.
Yeah,
so
but
maybe he didn't pop it back in properly. I don't know.
He's supposed to like wait or something like that. I mean, it's football, and then we didn't have
Brown, right?
Yeah, we didn't have AJ Brown, but I mean, if that's the case, I mean, there were games where we didn't really throw it to him at all, and we still won. But then again, our team, like the way that our season was going, was we were winning, but like. There were cracks in the armor, so really at the end of the season, we really got what we deserved, but not what we wanted. But it is what it is.
What a start, though, huh? 10-1, and then it just all started falling down, man. It was crazy. Just watching that happen in real time was really something to behold. I gotta tell you.
It was. That Dallas loss made it better, though. I thought we were gonna win, though. I really did. But I think Baker Mayfield's got a chip on his shoulder, though. Baker's tired of people talking shite. What?
I said I wasn't confident. Well, Baker's been around for a while, right?
Yeah, so he got drafted by the Browns, and then he had a whole bunch of different coaches with the Browns, which was great. And then he got traded from the Browns to the Panthers, and then I remember that summer because one dude was like, we do not want Baker fucking Mayfield. One of the wide receivers, and then Baker got traded there. Then he went to L.A. I'm missing a team, but he went to L.A. and then he went to.
You said he went to L.A. for like 24 hours.
Yeah, he was in L.A. for like a day. He did play though. He did start some games in L.A. and then I'm missing like one or two teams. And then he went to Tampa Bay.
Do you know off the top of your head who's currently like still alive?
So the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, yeah, the Ravens are doing good.
The Ravens. One
Niners.
game I really want to see next weekend is the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. The Lions are gonna play. I really can't believe the Rams lost. The Lions are gonna play the Buccaneers. I'm missing some teams. Oh, the Packers. Yeah. The Packers are going to play San Francisco, which God only knows how that's going to go. I don't think.
That sounds like it's going to be very interesting.
I don't think lightning's going to strike twice.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I highly doubt that lightning will strike twice for Jordan Love. I feel like that was just a fluke. Dak's not a good, like.
He is not who you want when your back is against the wall and you've got, like, ops on every side of you.
He's not mentally tough. Dak's one of those people. He's like a fair weather player. Like when everything's going good.
When everything's fine, yeah.
Yeah, but like when things start getting real and he has to actually start making plays.
That's what I mean. When it's time to be a quarterback, Dak is not the one you call for.
And he's definitely not the guy to like dig your team out of a hole. He's not that guy.
Carson wasn't like that either. Carson was like, well, if I'm
Carson Wentz was really, really, really good. He was really good. At least in his rookie year. I will go as far as to say that him and Dak Prescott were neck and neck in their freshman sophomore year. Like they were both really good. And then like right before the slamdemic, right around the slamdemic / 2019's pandemic season, things got a little hairy, and then Carson turned into the villain.
Yeah.
And I mean he was out of there before that, but he just like he was just.
Well, I'm just saying for everything that like.
Because off the field stuff plays a role too. Like if you can't handle things off the field, it bleeds over into your play.
Everything that culminated.
Yeah, man, it bled over into his play.
Yeah, led me to come to that conclusion. Well, anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this. So the first one is strays land in doghouse after causing an estimated $350,000 in damage to cars at a Houston dealership. So a pair of strays...
What?
Yeah.
A pair?
A pair of strays...
How much was it?
...have landed in the doghouse after being caught on video causing more than $250,000 worth of damage at a Houston car dealership. One dog, described as a Bull Terrier mix, was captured in early December, and a second, whose breed was not immediately known, was caught December 31st.
A Bull Terrier is that dog from Toy Story. Sid's dog from Toy Story.
Oh, nice.
The Target dog.
KTRK-TV reported both dogs are being held by the Houston Animal Control Shelter. The dogs were captured on surveillance video, scratching the paint and tearing the bumpers off of vehicles in the lot at G Motors, according to the dealership's finance manager, Erman Hack. They caused an estimated $350,000 of damage. Hack and sales manager Gabby Fackery contacted BARC, which I guess is like some sort of animal control thing, I guess.
Man.
When the attacks began in November, they believed the dogs entered the lot by crawling under a fence and that they were chasing stray cats that were hiding under the vehicles. Oh, man. Okay.
Yeah, then they got in there and realized where they were and were like, oh.
Well, I thought I was under the assumption that they think that the cat is underneath the car, so they're ripping the car apart to get to them. Man, but, I mean, for...
You gotta really want to get to a cat.
You gotta really...
As a dog, you have to have a real vendetta against felines.
Well, Caesar's like that.
I would say he's calmed down.
Yeah, but I feel like, no pun intended, the dog in him wants to go after a cat.
He's standing on business.
Coco's like that too. Because sometimes when you walk by one of the houses in the neighborhood, there's like a cat that kind of hangs around outside.
Yeah.
And Coco and Caesar, they get a little bit antsy. You know?
Coco's more so like the squirrels. We have to get the squirrel population.
Yeah. Coco goes after pretty much everything.
And then she fucking simps.
Those big leaves that fly by. Coco kind of goes after those if she looks at them funny for too long.
And then she simps whoever's like in their driveway, minding their own business. She starts like whimpering and stuff like that. Like, oh no, pet me,
help me. They don't treat me fairly here. $350,000 in damage.
That's a lot.
And
for two stray dogs,
tearing the bumpers off of vehicles. that's okay. So that's a lot of vehicles. Scratching the paint and tearing the bumpers off vehicles. That's a lot of cars that they must have been doing that to. Then it couldn't have been like
Right.
one or two. It had to have been like
It was either a lot of cars or like
a very expensive one.
my man is selling Rolls Royces with gold bars in the seats.
Well, okay. A Houston car dealership. Okay.
What would be really funny is if they were fucking the cars up and they pulled the bumpers off and stuff, and like my man had like cocaine in it.
I was just thinking that. I was like,
oh, the drugs.
What if they busted something open? That'd be great. Man. Well, they're strays apparently, so.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't like get euthanized. I'm worried that that's gonna. Well, I don't. They didn't really do anything. They didn't really cause harm to anybody. It's just they caused financial harm. So.
Which is the worst kind of harm.
Well, depending on who you talk to. Yeah. Some people are like, "Oh, down with big business." So.
Yeah. big car dealerships.
Yeah. Big driver. Next is Colorado funeral home owners arrested following the discovery of 190 decaying bodies.
Oh, man.
The owners of a Colorado funeral home were arrested Wednesday after nearly 200 decaying corpses were found improperly stored at their facility.
Yeah, just throw them wherever.
John and Kari Halford, the owners of the Return to Nature funeral home, they were not returning them to nature properly.
They were composting people.
Were arrested on 4 felony charges, including abuse of a corpse, theft, money laundering, and forgery, according to a statement from the district attorney of Colorado's 4th Judicial District. The pair were taken into custody without incident in Wagner, Oklahoma. Both are being held on bonds set at $2 million. I like that, without incident. Yeah, we know what's going on here. We're going to go ahead and get on. We're going to get out of your hair.
Let me save you the trouble. Go by the cafeteria.
The probable cause affidavit has been sealed, but District Attorney Michael Allen said that he would not contest releasing it to the public at a later date. Quote, "I want to warn you, the information contained in that affidavit is absolutely shocking," he told reporters at a press conference on Wednesday. Prosecutors may bring additional charges to the case as the investigation progresses.
I'm shocked.
Police first searched the funeral home located roughly 30 miles south of Colorado Springs in the town of Penrose on October 3rd after receiving a report of an abhorrent smell coming from the building. You're in the building with all those bodies. All of them are decaying, I would assume, at the same time. At no point are you bothered by the smell? Because if the smell's coming out of if the smell is so strong it's coming out of the building.
It's emanating it.
You know, how are you as the decayer?
Decayee.
No, it's decayer because you're the one decaying the bodies.
No.
How would you not be bothered by that? Maybe that's why. Maybe they were just so loopy from the smell. That's why
sociopaths.
There was no struggle.
I don't smell anything.
Yeah.
Maybe you're the one discarding them improperly.
Maybe you're decaying.
What?
Fremont County Coroner Randy Keller declined last month to say whether the remains discovered at Return to Nature were intended for natural burial, but he did note that they were, quote, improperly stored. Some relatives of those whose remains were sent to the funeral home for cremation told the Associated Press that they believe they were given fake ashes composed of dry And so,
take your time.
If we opened the urn and it wasn't Mom's ashes, man, I'd be like, what the fuck, man? That wouldn't be funny, but it'd be kind of funny. Like on the lowest of keys, that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah, drywall and minced up crayon.
Man. Yeah, just gray crayon, just hammered down. It wasn't, man, you could sue for that, for sure. You could sue for that. You can send sue for emotional damage.
No, I'm saying, but you send the body to the funeral home. A funeral home or an old folks home?
A funeral home.
I'm thinking. I don't know why I was thinking of an old folks home for some reason.
That'd be great. I mean, the turnover would be incredible. As soon as they're out of there, you just wheel them off. You know.
I was thinking of an old folks home, like people's mums were
dying,
saying their last goodbyes. Yeah, and then they were like, all right. My man would throw him over his shoulder and then just like drop him off like firewood on the side of the building.
Great. I like the idea that they died and they kind of just leave them where they are. Like, there you go. Now they're set pieces. The AP also reported that the Halfords were sued by a crematory that stopped doing business with them.
Damn.
That issue did not appear to immediately attract inspectors in a state with notoriously lax funeral home regulations, even after the company's registration expired in November. This whole thing.
Oh, so they were just like.
They were just doing it.
They had washed their hands of the situation.
That's why they just didn't properly store anything. They were just like, yeah, whatever.
They weren't properly doing anything.
Yeah, I mean.
Improper.
They were sued by a crematory that stopped doing business with them. Man, you guys one of these days you guys are gonna get got for this.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Whatever, man.
Investigators originally estimated the 2,500 square foot building contained about 115 bodies, but after transporting all remains to the El Paso County Coroner's Office, they raised that number from 189, then 190 individuals. Hold on a second. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, come on. The process of identifying specific victims is ongoing, Keller said on Wednesday. In total, 110 individuals have been identified using fingerprints, dental records, or medical hardware. 25 bodies have been released back to their families.
They let the bodies hit the floor and then...
What does that mean, it's been released back to their families?
Like, yeah, listen, we made a minor snafu. We're going to give you back your property. No harm, no foul.
Well, I don't want a dead body. What am I going to do with it?
Oh, don't mistreat the dead bodies.
Yeah. What was it? Cannibalism? Fine. Dead bodies? Whoa. Or no, he's like, murder? Whoa. Is he promoting murder? Colorado Governor Jared Polis issued a verbal disaster declaration in order to free up additional resources for the investigation, an effort that has included both state and federal bureaus of investigation. Man,
the FBI.
FBI is on this. 3 county coroner's offices, the state emergency management agency, and state and local police agencies. Man, this is too much.
Yeah,
this is too much. I'm not standing for this. Too many dead bodies floating around in there.
That's a lot of dead bodies.
That's a lot to be accumulated.
And you got to be thinking to yourself, like,
to not be stored properly. That's a lot of dead bodies just sort of just hanging out. Maybe possibly literally, which...
I mean, that's like the worst... That's the worst possible form of procrastination I think I've ever heard of.
I don't think it's procrastination. I think they weren't doing it properly on purpose, just to sort of be like, well, we don't have to worry too much.
What about the bodies? I said I'd get them, Sheila.
Some of the investigators come from an FBI team that has been dispatched to mass casualty events like 9/11 and airline crash.
Oh.
Great. So they know what they're doing here, unfortunately. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Maybe they got too many dead bodies.
Seen this before. Come on.
Maybe they didn't do a lot of business, like bar rescue, and they didn't have systems in place. They didn't have systems and processes.
They didn't make They made excuses instead of embracing solutions.
Yeah.
That's the problem. All right. Next, we're going to talk about a Scottish runner who gets a 12-month ban for using a vehicle in an ultramarathon.
Nice. He took a cab.
Long distance runner Josiah
Hosea
Zakrzyewski was banned for 12 months by a UK athletics disciplinary body on Wednesday for riding a car during a 50-mile race in April and accepting third place.
Right. You don't turn the F's to A's. You turn them to B's and C pluses.
Riding a car during a 50-mile race in April and accepting third place. I like that he was like,
I like that he still podiumed
Thank
himself.
You so much. I can't come in first place because then I'd be way too suspicious.
Yeah.
But I'm not losing, so I'll take third. Thank you. Data from the tracking system at the GB Ultras Manchester to Liverpool showed that Zakrzyewski, who represented Scotland in the marathon at the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, used a car for a 4-kilometer stretch of the race.
Was it rented or was it his car?
The 47-year-old, who was stripped of her third place, claimed she had informed race officials about having been in a car and finished the race in a non-competitive way. No, you don't understand. I'm not racing to win.
Yeah.
That's why it's okay.
I'm really infatuated with this part of town.
What do you mean I have to leave?
And the outfit that you guys wear.
The independent. I like the big number on my chest. I just wanted it for that. Yeah. The independent disciplinary panel of UK athletics disagreed with her in the verdict. No. But I wasn't trying to win. No. Give me, Quote, the claimant had collected the trophy at the end of the race, something which she should not have done if she was completing the race on a non-competitive basis, which is what I love. I love that. No. I'm not trying to win. I'll take the trophy. I'm not trying to win.
Right. Well, while we're here.
Right. I love that.
Might as well.
That's great. No. You don't understand. Okay. I'm not competitive. I like running. I do like cars as well. I'm also here for the outfit. But you are giving me a trophy, and it's pretty nice.
Let's hear it from my Uber driver.
Yeah.
He's the real one.
Yeah. I was collecting the trophy for him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't know the town very well, and I just feel like ultimately, he deserves it more than me. That's great. I like that.
I like that she came in third. I
like that she was like, it's non-competitive.
I'm still going to podium.
Yeah. Where do I stand? Right here? Fantastic.
Yeah.
I like that she was like...
I'd like to thank Jiffy Lube.
I like that she was
Trust
like,
the Midas touch.
No. I didn't want to win. I just so happened to, Maybe I did it
I have childhood trauma.
through illegal means, but you don't understand, okay? That was not my intention, even though I'm not going to turn down a trophy.
I don't think anybody would turn down a trophy.
I can't do a marathon. From what I've been hearing about marathons and how you poop yourself halfway through if you're not prepared for it, and if you don't you have to wear nipple tape because you could chafe your nipples.
I mean, I don't really plan on running anywhere, really.
I was going to ask you, I was like, what's the longest you would run? But you're not really a runner. I don't think I've ever seen you run in my entire life.
I'd have to get a treadmill. And then get into shape, and you know the rest.
Get into game shape. I think the most I've seen you do is have a light jog across a crosswalk in a busy town, and that's about it. But other than that, I've never seen you run anywhere.
I really am more of a brisk walker.
Yeah.
But my whole technique is off. I could mess around and hurt myself if I'm not careful.
Yeah, if you're not a runner, yeah, you could definitely. It's not really something you would do. All right, next. 4 men charged over theft of a $6 million gold toilet from English Palace.
This is our second toilet in 24 hours.
4 men have been charged. Well, I would argue that these are two completely different things. One exploded and the other one is made of gold and was taken by someone. 4 men have been charged over the theft of an 18-karat gold toilet from a palace in southern England where it was kept as an art exhibit before being stolen in an early morning heist.
And over here, our golden toilet.
2019. And someone saw it was like, I gotta have that. Man, I love that. Prosecutor said on Monday. The fully functioning, it worked. Is that safe? I don't think you're supposed to be having because the toilet would it would start to erode, right? Because it's made out of actual gold. So
I don't know. I feel you because gold's malleable too.
Yeah, so you would. I feel like it wouldn't be safe to have that on your skin,
and
especially doing such a sensitive excursion.
For as idiotic as people are, I feel like that would be the last thing on their mind.
The fully functioning toilet, valued at £4.8 million, which is $5.9 million, was part of an exhibition by an Italian conceptual artist, conceptual artist at Blenheim Palace, which is a major tourist attraction at UNESCO World Heritage Site.
UNESCO?
Britain's Crown Prosecution Service said James Sheen, 39, was charged with 1 count of burglary and 2 counts relating to the transfer of criminal property. I like that. You want a toilet? Toilet for sale.
Yeah. It's all gold. You may remember it from the museum you were just in.
That I have nothing to do with, by the way, but I do have it now, and I would like for you to have it now. 3 others, Michael Jones, Fred Doe, and Bora Guchuk, I'm going to assume Gusa, also in their 30s, were also charged. I like that. All right, boys, here's the plan. We're taking the toilet.
Imagine you're imagine you're just you're doing your thing, you're working a job, and then man comes up to you and he's like,
No.
Toilet.
4 men come up to you and
it was 5 altogether?
No, it was 4 altogether.
Right, but I'm saying you're doing your thing.
Oh, yeah.
And then 3 other people are like, yeah.
I've got an idea.
We're going to take the toilet at dawn. And you're like, what?
But it's £4 million.
Say less.
It's $5 million. You take the toilet, you knock a chunk of it off. I mean, that's a house, Police had said at the time of the theft that burglars broke into the palace with 2 vehicles and took the toilet sometime before 5 a.m.
Yeah, they took the toilet hostage.
They broke into the palace with 2 vehicles, So I assume 2 each car, right? We're going to head down there.
Or 3 in 1 car.
And then one
in 1 car. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to ride with Rodney. He stinks. You know what? You're right.
I like the 2 cars for 1 toilet. So who was taking the toilet, and what was the second car for?
Somebody was probably like, you know what? Well, we can't take 1 car.
That's
we got all 4 of us and the toilet.
Oh yeah. Oh well, okay. Because that's assuming that the toilet can't fit in the trunk. Then that's assuming that there's not enough trunk space for 1 car, right? For the toilet to be shoved into.
I'm trying to figure out why they needed 2 cars when they could have just took a truck.
Hold on a second. It was not immediately clear if the toilet, named America, Okay.
That's a good metaphor.
That's if that's a zinger if I've ever heard one. Do you get it? Because it's made out of gold, but it's also shit. Well, no, it's not shit. It's where you put the shit, I guess. So, are we shit by default?
Oh yeah, for sure. It wouldn't take very long for me. If I was in another country and I saw America on TV, I'd be like, bruh.
Yeah. Had been recovered, and authorities had no immediate comment on its status. We're not going to talk about this.
Yeah.
Someone tried to steal a solid gold toilet.
And there was shit in it.
Oh man!
Like
that'd be great. Someone tried to use it.
Well, when will I get the chance again?
How many of us can say that we pooped in a solid gold toilet? Yeah.
Right.
Blenheim Palace, the birthplace
and
and
took 2 cars.
That's really what's baffling me about this is the 2-car setup. There's 4 of you, which my brother did raise a good point. There's 4 of you. There can't be 4 of you in the toilet because one of you is going to be swished up against it, and you're going to scratch the paint, or you're going to potentially
You could just put it in the back of the truck. And then just drive around.
See, but then that's records. You've got records at that point of, you rented a truck out at this time for saying it was for something else.
I want to give a shout out to my man who took the Uber to the trap last night on cops.
Oh yeah.
And they still got pulled over and taken into custody.
That was crazy.
That was the greatest of great. That was phenomenal. Man.
His I guess he assumed that he wasn't going to get caught because he was in a different car.
You can only assume that.
I think she messed up because she didn't stop, so he got caught by default. So if he just drove properly, then he would have been fine.
He took it all the way out of his own hands. Like, he took it out of his hands so much that he put it into someone else's hands, and they were incapable.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
that was wild, man. I'm gonna take an Uber to go get crack. But she also can't drive. Who's that on our tail? The Federales. Yeah. Oh.
All right. Blenheim Palace, the birthplace and ancestral home of British wartime leader Winston Churchill, had said in 2019 it was saddened by the loss of the toilet, which had also been on display previously at New York's Guggenheim Museum.
Yeah, the Guggenheim.
The 4 men will appear in court on November 28th. Wow.
Yeah, the 4.
I like how they were saddened. They were saddened by the loss. I don't think they were that saddened. I'm not really. It doesn't.
When you're making fun of America on a much more literal level, you're gonna feel some type of way.
If you've got a zinger like that, you definitely would be a little bit upset that it went missing.
Our symbol of America personified. Yeah, I'm gonna be upset.
All right, next. Polish cops snag thief who pretended to be a mannequin.
Oh man!
A Polish man has been arrested after he pretended to be a mannequin in front of a store. In front of a store window before stealing from a shopping center after it closed, police in Warsaw said. Quote, a 22-year-old with a bag in his hand froze motionless pretending to be a mannequin in front of a shop window, police said in a statement.
How long was he there?
In this way, he wanted to avoid being exposed by the cameras. Okay, you're a human being, though. How did you get into that position of the mannequin and then stand there long enough?
Right, I have so many questions.
I guess a new mannequin showed up. I guess.
Man,
where did he put the other mannequin?
These mannequins are man. They show up on their own.
They've got eyes.
More on time than the employees.
They've got eyes, a nose, a mouth. I've never seen a mannequin with facial hair unless he just completely shaved himself bald.
What store was it?
Bald.
I'd have to fire everybody. Everybody would be fired. Blow it up and just start over. Just close the store for like a week, and just all new. You guys are idiots. No one saw this guy come in. That's like being in the mall in the Champs, where you walk by all the sneaker stuff, and it's just like, you just move one of them out of the way, and then you replace it with yourself, and then you stand there all fucking day.
Okay. All right, hold on. We need to. After the shopping center closed, the man on one occasion robbed a jewelry stand, according to police. On another occasion, he went into a restaurant to eat before slipping under the roller shutters at the entrance.
Right, I mean, you can't stay there all day, like...
To swap his clothes for new ones, police said. Afterwards, he returned to have some more food. Oh, you guys are just dumb. You guys are just blind.
Where'd that mannequin go?
That's what right. And then the mannequin comes back, and then you go, oh, the mannequin's back.
Oh,
okay, there he is. All right, well, I guess I'll just go back to what I was doing. So, apparently, not only was he a mannequin, he apparently... slipped under the roller shutters at an entrance to a store to swap his clothes for new ones. So I guess he went into a store while it was closed, I assume. Swapped his clothes out. Now, if you've been to a clothing store, they don't. It's not like a video game where you just buy the clothes and they automatically fit you. I'm assuming he went in there and was like, no, 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 and then was like, oh, perfect, and then put it on. I don't know how you didn't catch this guy. How did
I want
you
to
not
give a shout out
catch
to
it?
whoever was watching the cameras and also didn't catch it.
You're not watching the cameras. If that's the case, if he's getting away with all of this, you're not looking at anything.
He had time to like make s'mores and do his taxes and then get back into place.
Unless you know exactly where the clothes are that you want to put on that you know fit you. There's no way that this guy went in there, tried the clothes on, and then left and then came back with different clothes. Do you not understand?
I like that he rolled under the shutters before they closed.
However, he was eventually spotted by security personnel who called the police. According to police, the man is also accused of stealing from another shopping center where they allege he took money from cash tills and tried to steal other items after it closed. Oh, so he's just a regular vagabond, just a vagrant. He knows what he's doing apparently because, I mean, he's not only gotten away with it, but he's done it multiple times. The mannequin thing is really throwing me because I don't know the process that he would have to go through. You would have to wear clothes from the store.
When is he going to dump? Like, what if it's like I wouldn't know how long he was standing there, man. Like, when did he pull up and then he was like, oh, I'm just going to,
yeah,
that's it.
Well, he would have to pull up and he would have, my thing is, you don't just appear on the stand where the mannequins are. You have to either move the mannequin or you have to, pardon me, and then do your thing, right? And mannequins are wearing the clothes from the store. So you would have to plan out your outfit. Like literally, you would have to purposely plan your outfit out to wear exactly what is going on in the store. Otherwise, you're immediately caught.
Just a lot of L's. A lot of L's all around on a lot of...
Well, not really, because he was able to swap his clothes for new. He was able to...
No, I'm saying like on the face of the people and all that, and people in the store. Like nobody was in the store to be like, hey... It's really strange that guy is
human being
installing himself in the. What do I know? I am but a humble shopper.
I wouldn't really know what to do if I saw someone walk into the store and then move the mannequin out of the way.
Oh, I would stare for sure.
Oh yeah, I would definitely go up to someone and be like, "Do you see him over there?"
I'm staring and I'm glaring. Okay.
I love people would be like, "Well, let's not do anything. I want to see what he does." You know, so it would ultimately be my fault. So it was okay. Hold on a second. After it closed.
Well, what would really be great is if he was trying to like put pants on and he fell, like he tripped, like when you're trying to get that second leg in, and he just like falls over and knocks a bunch of shit over and just like makes an entire scene
in front of a store window before stealing it from a shopping center after it closed. So you have to stand there long enough for them to close, for everyone in the store to be like, okay, goodbye, and then they count the money, and then they turn all the lights off, and they do the last look, and then they leave, and then he peers around with his eyes, and then he goes, phew, and then he does his thing. You have to be there long enough.
You gotta throw a football at my man, or like blow some pepper in his face or something.
Yeah. You gotta scare him when he least expects it. Man.
That's just on...
I commend him. I commend him for being able to get away with that.
Man, listen,
able to get away with that. That's something special.
He got greedy, though. He got greedy.
Well, yeah, I mean, man, if I can pretend to be a mannequin and nobody knows, I would get a little bit...
I'm not going to steal from the store, for sure.
But if I have the ability to be a mannequin and get away with it, I wonder what else I can get away with. I wonder how far this rabbit hole goes.
And then steal, and then... go get food and then come back and make a personal phone call and then come back.
Yeah, he went to a restaurant, left, changed his clothes, came back and got more food again. So that's really something incredible, man.
Isn't it the mannequin from the Applebee's? What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hold on a second. That's the mannequin from the storefront. Walking.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. No.
Walking.
I do. But Papa.
Yeah.
The mannequin.
That's probably what happened to Papa. Look, a mannequin's alive. That's
Quiet
my son.
Boy.
Yeah. Man. All right. Finally, Flamin' Hot Doritos and Cheetos seasoning sparks workplace safety complaint in Australia. Workers at a crisp factory in Australia, that's chips, have complained that a hot and spicy seasoning is affecting their health.
Yeah, I don't know how people do that, man.
A union is claiming the Flamin' Hot seasoning used for Doritos and Cheetos products has caused a number of adverse effects, including sneezing, coughing, eye and skin irritation, and breathing difficulties. The United Workers Union has lodged a complaint with the Workplace Health and Safety Regulator in South Australia after interviewing staff at the Smith Snack Food Company factory in Adelaide.
I just don't understand how that's even... I don't even understand how that's, like, pleasurable to consume.
The dust?
Yeah, well, I mean, just in general, like, flaming hot, whatevers. Like,
I mean, people like Takis.
It's so fucking hot.
The UWU said the employees raised, quote, significant safety concerns regarding the, quote, improper handling of strongly irritating substances. PepsiCo, which owns the factory, said safety procedures are followed when producing products that include spicy seasoning. Okay, so then why are the unions stepping up and being like, this isn't safe? If that's the case, then they're not following it then. Additional extraction...
Well, that's why you have the union.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's where the discrepancy comes from. If your argument is that you are following procedure, then what is the union talking about then?
The union.
Someone's lying. Additional extraction fans are being installed at the factory. Okay. With PepsiCo
fans?
Saying it is... Yeah, the fans, so to suck up the dust.
Oh, I'm thinking like the blood.
Yeah, I know.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, a tornado. Saying it is, quote, committed to working with the union to address any further concerns. Man, slam. Listen here, fuckers. Man. Don't say shit. You understand me? UWU said it spoke to 13 workers during one shift last week, and 11 reported negative effects from the seasoning. In its complaint to Safe Work South Australia, the UWU said, quote, after interviewing 13 workers on the afternoon shift, 11 reported various effects, including sneezing, coughing, eye and skin irritation, runny nose, sore throat, chest discomfort, and difficulty breathing. The UWU said the seasoning machine is used for the hot product, quote, every couple of weeks, with the ingredient, quote, dispersing across the production area. Safe Work South Australia said it is considering the complaint from the union. The crisp, along with the Cheetos Flamin' Hot Puffs, feature a flame icon on the packaging to warn of their heat. PepsiCo said staff safety was its top priority. A spokesperson for the firm...
Which means it's not.
Man, a spokesperson for the firm added, quote, we follow a number of safety procedures and protocols when producing products that include spicy seasoning. To further enhance these measures at our Adelaide site, there is mandatory mask wearing during production of this product, and we are installing additional extraction fans.
Yeah,
right,
now... Now that it's an article.
My argument is that even if the masks are on and they're still having discomfort and eye irritation, clearly the masks aren't, like, it's still a problem. Like, this is still so significant that the masks are not even helping, you know? So it's annoying that they can sit there and be like, okay, well, we have the masks and I'm assuming goggles, right?
It's not working. No, shush.
It's not working. We need something else. Like, okay, well, that's not my problem. Because, you know...
Yeah, you need to be more like that mannequin over there.
Right, who somehow miraculously changed clothes and seems well fed all of a sudden.
Didn't you see him roll under the steel door when we left last night?
Yeah.
He doesn't complain.
He knows what he's doing, right. We are committed to working with our people in the union to address any further concerns. But you're not, though. And then when somebody dies, and then the union comes together and is like, all right, we can't take this anymore, and you guys are in trouble for this. Then all of a sudden you're going to be like, well, hold on a second. We take safety and, you know...
Yeah.
The
press conference time.
Man, it's just they're just putting out the fires, which is really annoying.
Sugar
factories do that. Sugar factories are like that too. When they're like processing the sugar and stuff, it can get apparently. Oh, you know what? Too, they have to watch out for the places that like they don't get cleaned often. Like if they can't clean areas that they can't reach, a lot of the dust could like get coated on stuff and like
it's flammable.
Yeah, it could get
cause a fire.
Get on the light fixtures and everything. So that happened in a sugar factory in China, if I remember correctly. So
sweet, so deadly.
Yeah. So
sugar.
Man, I mean, it's really annoying. Oh, that's it.
Oh,
it's gonna be cold. That's it. Don't complain, you know? If you're going to be a human being, you're just going to have to deal with the fact that companies just don't really give a shit that you are a human that needs to breathe and see, you know?
I just don't understand how you can enjoy those chips.
Okay, that's implying that they enjoy it, though.
No. I mean, like, the consumer, like, that eats that stuff. I don't understand how they can, how people like that.
You don't like mayo, and I like mayo. So, like, it's obviously down to preference. I'm surprised that's your takeaway from this.
But, like, to the point where it's, like, burning your mouth. Well, I've always felt like that, though. This is like an afterthought side type of deal. What the hell is wrong?
I used to eat Cheetos. I got
the flaming hot,
no.
burn your asshole when it comes back out
Some people
Cheetos.
like that though. I would assume that it's got to have something to. It's got to have flavor. It's got to. There's no way you're just eating it and it's just hot.
Like that
That's
one
it.
chip that's in that like
Oh yeah, the one
hexagon
challenge.
box.
That's dumb. Well, at that point, you're not eating it because it's good. You're eating it for the novelty. You're eating it because it's just like that's just it. It's just hot. You know.
Your boy's got stuff like that all around his house, like trophies.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
in case of glass.
The last time I looked, it was still there, untouched. I would love to go to his new place and still see it there, completely untouched. That'd be great.
Yeah, in a new position. Yeah, like a
point,
tchotchke.
There's no chip in there, or if there is, man, I feel bad for the chip.
Yeah, every passing day, it becomes more and more of like a will he, won't he?
Yeah, yeah. It's like Russian roulette. Yeah, where's the bullet? That's great. That's it. So dogs caused a bunch of damage. There was a careless.
Somebody took an Uber and decided to still podium and came in third place.
Yeah. That was great. I like the idea that they were like, well, I can't win because that's going to look too weird. But I don't want to come in fifth because then no one's going to care.
The golden toilet.
Yeah, someone stole a toilet.
Inefficient.
No. People stole a toilet, and they used 2 cars.
Yeah.
And I would love to know what the setup was. I'd love to know if it was just 4 cars, it was just 4 in one car, and then the toilet in another.
Well, gold is actually pretty heavy. Gold is very dense.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. 2 people, all 4 of them in the car and the toilet. I mean, that they never would have got away. But, and then
Yeah, someone got away with being a mannequin. I think the gold toilet and the mannequin are really. I know.
The lady that took the car to the podium and the mannequin man.
To third place.
Just people at their best.
Oh man, I know non-competitive. I wasn't trying to win.
Yeah.
I just so happened to get third place based off of what I was doing.
Oh my god!
I'm not
Did
going
you
to
think
deny
I
the
wanted
trophy.
recognition for this? What are you, stupid?
Yeah. Man, I will take
she's
the
doing interviews.
But it's the thing of I didn't want to win.
Right.
I will take the trophy though.
It was forced upon me.
Yeah.
By the
By
higher
the
ups.
fact that I took the car.
The Illuminati. Oh.
Yeah. Abraham Lincoln once said. Man.
Shout out to Donald Trump for winning the
Oh
caucus.
yeah, he won the Iowa caucus.
I don't support Donald Trump, but he's like a car that's on fire on the side of 95.
Man, for everything that's going on right now, I fully support Donald Trump. Okay, I hope he wins. This is going to be great. I support Donald Trump simply because Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley are like running around in circles trying to outrun him, and it's just not working.
Donald Trump is he's good TV for me. Like life's pretty boring right now. So and there's nothing good to watch on TV. So like the way he insults people and stuff like that is like very entertaining. Like Kimmel's got good jokes about it and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I don't respect Donald Trump like as a politician.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's definitely a very scummy guy, for sure.
I just really enjoy watching him on TV like make a fool out of himself. And I just really, 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 really enjoy that. So
on that note, folks, that's going to do it for this episode.
we're using 2 mics this
We've
time
got 2 microphones, ladies and
because
gentlemen.
we're not in an orphanage.
So we hope to catch you in the next episode, and thank you all for listening in.
Later.